Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. Today guys, we're going to be going into the expanded format and we are going to be looking at maybe one of the most evil decks that I have ever built. This is going to be Mewtwo and Honchkrow with Chip-Chip Ice Axe, Hooligans Jim Cas and Mars. Pretty much Mewtwo, Honchkrow, hand control, whatever you want to call it. And I am already loving this deck. So this is obviously an evil deck. The main idea of the deck is obviously going to use Mewtwo's Perfection ability to copy Honchkrow's GX attack Unfair GX, where your opponent reveals their hand and you get to discard 2 cards from it. And we're going to try to let loose or red card them to a 4-card hand. And then we unfair them and maybe do Mars or Hooligans Jim Cas in the same turn. And pretty much just give them a hand of either 1 or 0 cards. And we Chip-Chip Ice Axe them out of the game, and then we just win by just attacking with Mewtwo. That is the idea of this deck. And yeah, I'm going to try to win the game and just lock people out of the game. It's a very dirty deck. So for the video, of course, shout out to our sponsor, Card and TCG. As always, guys, if you're ever looking to get your hands on any PTCGO pack codes, if you're trying to get Hidden Fates codes still, you're trying to get Team Up codes, you're trying to get a Unified Minds codes, whatever set codes you're looking for, get them over at Card and TCG, of course. You can also get like 50 lot bundles of like Hidden Fates, so if you're just trying to straight up get 50 Hidden Fates codes, they have that option available. They do have Pokemon GX codes too for like Reshizard and stuff like that, and trainer kits, elite trainer box codes, all that good stuff. They do have a singles website too, which I have linked down below. So if you end up picking up anything from Kirk and TCG, guys, make sure to use code LDF at the checkout, and you get yourself a 5% discount on your order. And it supports the channel, helps yourself out, and helps out Kirk and TCG. So it's literally a win-win for everybody. So yeah, if you get some Card Cavern TCG, use my discount code, support the channel, and that good stuff. So yeah, shout out to Card Cavern. Now let's look into the list. So this is a very dirty deck, and it's definitely probably not fun to play against. Now this deck is counterable. Mewtwo's already got a lot of counters on top of the fact that this deck can get out-countered by draw support. So Mewtwo obviously gets countered by stuff like Silent Lab, Power Plant, Alolan Muck, Garbotoxin, Shadow Stitching, just to name a few. So it is counterable. A lot of people saying this card should be banned, expanded. I think that's kind of stupid. This card is not, in my opinion, not bannable. This card is insane. But yeah, we do have the Perfection ability, and we're gonna just copy Honchkrow-GX's Unfair GX, which again allows you to discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. You get to see them, so if they only have 2 supporters in their hand, you get rid of them. And if we also play Mars in the same turn and we discard a random card from their hand, or if we go with Hooligans Jim Cas instead, they can have a 0-card hand or a 1-card hand. And that 1 card in their hand, since we know what we're getting rid of, could be a pretty useless card. So that's pretty much how we're going to try to win the game. And then we Chip-Chip Ice Axe them and control what they're drawing. So that is that with this Mewtwo deck. It's a very evil concept that honestly is pretty broken if you set it up. It's very reminiscent, in my opinion, of the Zoroark Exodia deck that used a similar concept with like red card delinquent. So let's look at what we got going on. So we got a bunch of draw cards because we're trying to draw into a big hand. We got Shaymins, Dedenne-GX, Lele, of course 1 Let Loose Marshadow. Pretty much that. Now we do have a few other Pokemon in the deck that I want to go over. This is a work in progress, but currently these are the Pokemon I'm rocking with. I've gone with a Psychic-based build and comboing it with Dimension Valley. So the main attackers, outside of the Honchkrow's Unfair, which we just used once, we have first off Latios. So if we're already playing against a tag team deck, we can make it so that tag teams can't even damage you, which is really good. Or if we want, we can go Tag Purge into a Zen Force to knock something out if they're not using a tag team Pokemon. But we do have Zen Force, which is 10 plus 30 more damage, free to damage counters on the opponent's active. We can also use Seismitoad's Quaking Punch to lock him out of the game. If we never get to use a Chip-Chip Ice Axe, we can try to do Quaking Punch instead to prevent them from drawing into... well, they can draw into an item because we don't know what they're drawing because we couldn't get the Chip-Chip Ice Axe off. So we can Quaking Punch them instead. And if they draw like an Ultra Ball or Versus Seeker, they can't play it because we Quaking Punch them. So that's why the Toad's in here. And I am playing 1 Mega Gengar just for Phantom Gate. We need some kind of aggressive attacking. Just because we get this lock off doesn't mean the opponent is going to concede. Sometimes they'll stick it out. So having these backup attackers is important. But there's a lot of other things I want to play in here in terms of Pokemon that can attack. You can play like a Prism Energy build, play Jolteon and stuff. I'm really starting to consider running the Solgaleo-GX. Just for a DC, you can do Turbo Strike. If you don't find your Psych Energy, you can rely on Turbo Strike instead, which is really good. We go to the items now. 3 Battle Compressors to get stuff in the discard, mainly your Honchkrow. 1 Cherish Ball, of course, it can get you Mewtwo, Dedenne, or Lele. 4 Chip-Chip Ice Axe, again, kind of the heart of the deck is this card to control your opponent's hand, or top deck. Dowsing Machines in the deck, which can get us back the Chip-Chip Ice Axe, or like a Mars or Hooligans or something like that, or an Order Pad. 2 Treasures can get us Mewtwo, Marshadow Lele. 4 Order Pad. I don't like this card. It always fails me. But for a deck like this, 4 Order Pad is a must. I am playing 3 red cards to try and, lower their hand size. 4 Trainer's Mail to find our items. 4 Ultra Balls. 1 via Seeker, just in case we need to get back our supporter. If we end up discarding it early on with Dedenne change. We are playing 1 copy of Dimension Valley here, or 2 D Valleys. 1 is a counter stadium in case they lab us on the first turn. Or if we need to do unfair for a Psychic Energy. D-Valley just gives us more options to pull off that turn 1 unfair. Technically turn 2, because we're always doing that in our second turn. But the D-Valley means if we get D-Valley Psychic Energy, we don't need the DC to do the unfair, which is good. Yeah, supporters. 2 Hooligans Jim Cas, 1 Mars. A little low supporter count, but this does mean we have more room for items and stuff like that. But the Hooligans is pretty risky. It's like Order Pad. You have to get a heads. When you get heads, though, this card locks your opponent out of the game pretty much. And then, of course, we have the Mars in the deck, too, which can put them to a 1-card hand. And knowing what we discard means they'll have an empty hand. Pretty much, that 1 card will be useless. And they'll be drawing something useless, too, because we Ice Axe them. I just have 1 Juniper. In case we really, really need to get a new hand, we have the ability to do Juniper. That's why I'm playing it. No End, no Cynthia, just all-in Juniper. I am playing 2 Float Stones, 4 DCs, and 3 Psychic Energies. The floats are really important. I'm considering bumping this up to 3, just because it's super important, because if you don't start with Mewtwo, you need the float. But yeah, this is the Mewtwo Honchkrow lock deck. It is, of course, a work in progress, so it's not perfect. But what we got to work with, we can try it out and win some games, hopefully by locking people out of the game. Alright guys, let's go do some games now with the Mewcrow deck. See if we can lock people out of the game. Now obviously, this deck is very weak to Orangurus and Jirachis. When I was testing the deck out, kind of tweaking the list and trying to see what worked in the deck and what didn't. A lot of decks I ran into had Oranguru, which is super frustrating. And this deck has colorless. Every time I see the colorless type, it's like they're playing Oranguru, which is really annoying. We are going to say water deck. If they're playing Greninja, that's bad. Shadow Stitching, but all we really need to do is just hit them with that unfair and then prevent them from even getting that option available. We are going to start with a Mewtwo. We have an Order Pad and a Trainer's Mail. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll see what my opponent is playing, though. As long as they don't have a Oranguru, we're good. It's a Snorunt. I don't know what this is. A Lugia coming down. Okay. There's a Crasher Wake. So they have a lot of energy, it looks like, in their deck. That's going to be interesting. Lugia does have Lost Purge, which kind of scares me, not going to lie. So we probably need to make sure we have room for 2 Mewtwo's, because that Lost Purge attack is not fun. Not fun at all. We'll see what happens, though. Our opening hand here is decent. As long as Order Pad gets heads and Trainer's Mail doesn't fail us, we'll be fine. But that Lost Purge is not looking good. And he whiffs, okay, he whiffs a few elixirs, that's good. Oh, he hits the 1, though. Just a pass, okay. We don't even need to red card him. Alright, let's Order Pad. I knew it! Order Pad is a terrible card. Confirmed. Chip-Chip and Hooligan. We'll take the Hooligan, I guess, because we have the... we can get rid of his entire hand. We'll take that Ultra Ball. There we go. We're back to business. We'll probably just get Shaymin. Actually, Dedenne actually might be better. Yeah, let's just get Dedenne. This is Dedenne change. Play this. We do hit heads, and there's his hand. Ooh, why he had a switch and a DC and a Frost Slide. Literally had the perfect hand. But now it's gone, so no longer the perfect hand. I will Dedenne change. Okay, we didn't find DC. That's unfortunate. We'll battle Compressor here. Get Honchkrow and Toad in the discard pile. And Juniper. Just so we had the... oh no, we get rid of the VS Seeker. Why'd I get rid of that? Whatever, it doesn't matter. There's the other Mewtwo. Mail for the win? For the win, there we go. The lock is set up, boys. And before he gets a DC off this Chip-Chip Ice Axe. So all we need to do is just get a DC and we can Quaking Punch him. Now we'll Chip-Chip him. What do you want? What do I give you? Pick the Frostlass. We need an energy. We usually just need energy to attack. There we go. Not bad. Not a bad ting. And alright, we can Quaking Punch him. We know he's not going to draw an item, obviously, but still. We'll Quaking Punch him. He can see. We didn't even need to do Honchkrow. We just straight up played Hooligans Jim Cas. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Alright. I gotta check if he had a Oranguru in the deck. Okay, this was not really a competitive deck, but at least he didn't have the Oranguru, which is really good. So there we go, guys. The lock kind of worked. He put himself to a 3-card hand, so Hooligans Jim Cas just happened to work for us, but that is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So I worked there. I'll see you guys in the match. Alright, here we go. Getting into some another game anyways. I'm gonna try to maybe like just have a consistent flow of matches instead of like cutting them up like I usually do. We're up against Baby Pashy. So one of the main issues this deck faces is obviously going to be Oranguru, but also them going first means they can actually attach first and do some other things, but they're actually letting me go first? Okay. Whoa. What a hand. 3 Mewtwo's. Okay. That's actually, honestly, this is a pretty good hand, assuming, you know, the 2 trainers males actually give us what we're looking for. Pass? Again, I don't want to reveal what we're playing, because if they're playing a Oranguru, they'll try to get it down to prevent us from locking them. So I'm just going to say, you know what, do your thing. And oh, he's going to Gladian. If he doesn't get any other Pokemon down, we can win the game in a couple of turns. There's a Virizion, okay. That technically can power things up. And there's a Battle Come. Alright, we're cooking. We are definitely cooking here. Get rid of these 3 boys. We'll play the Order Pad first. Maybe try and get Ultra Ball. Order Pad is a bad card, folks. Do not play it. Whatever you do, we'll take that Order Pad. The red card would have been good too, I guess. But we're trying to get Ultra Ball. Oh, I hate Order Pad with a passion. I actually hate that card. Okay, well, 3rd time's a charm. If not, we're going to have to do Tapu Lele. Finally. Maybe going to Dedenne is actually better, to be honest. Just Dedenne change. Yeah, let's go Dedenne change. We don't really need to do Shaymin. Let's just go Dedenne change. Why not? Why not go Dedenne change? Might as well just dump our hand, and then it still gives us time to go Ultra Ball for Shaymin. Come on, give us goodies. Okay, we can make this work. Assuming this gets heads. Not bad, Order Pad. You're actually getting heads for once. You're actually getting heads. I'm impressed. So I can go D-Valley Unfair, potentially, or I can just hit a DC and go Unfair GX. I don't know what's better. Now, we'll get rid of the Juniper, because we're going to just go straight Shaymin. I think I'm just going to attach the energy. We'll find a D-Valley. I don't know how many I have prized. We'll red card them. Hit him with the Chip-Chip. Give him that Super Rod. And I can attach, draw 6, try and get that D-Valley. I don't know if I trust myself. I'm just gonna go Shaymin for 5. I don't know. If I whip the D-Valley, we don't get the lock. Yeah, okay, there we go. I haven't got a Hooligans Jim Cas. That's really good. Let's see if this hits. Rip. Okay, well, unfair it is. Yep, Oranguru, Ultra Ball, you're gone. You're out of here. Now, he could Emerald Slash me if he really wants to, but I don't know. We got rid of that Oranguru and that Ultra Ball. I guess I just gave him a Super Rod, though, but I didn't know he had the Oranguru in the hand. So can you blame me? I mean, if we got heads on Hooligans, that would have been nice. But now we can get the ball started. He has no cards in his hand, too, so his hand is completely empty. And for once, we actually have the Psychic Energy in hand. And we can also lock him out of drawing anything good. So what do I want to do? I probably just hit him with Latios. What are you drawing? You're drawing another energy. Sky Return again, just to keep finding some tings. We need to keep up this Ice Axe pressure. Probably about it, right? That's all I want to get rid of. We could probably dump one more red card. I don't think I'm going to need that. And we will Tag Purge. 120. Alright, it looks like the lock is working, folks. They drew an energy, they can Emerald Slash, can do 50 damage. But that won't be enough. Won't be enough for them to win. Nice. We can keep building things up. Play this. Hey, there you go. Got that Chip-Chip Ice Axe. What can this do? 30? Okay, whatever. And here we go. Moment of truth. Let's lock him out of the game. Give him that Gardenia. And Zen Force for a lot of damage. 370 damage with Zen Force. You love to see it. There's Ultra Ball. And what's our other prize? Float. Okay, well, there you go, folks. The lock has worked. The lock has worked. We're far ahead now, too, so that's good. So they just lose here. We got the lock to work. We got it, boys. We got him. Yeah, that was pretty good. Not bad at all. Not bad. And I'm starting to maybe consider running electromagnetic radar, just one to the deck, just so you have the option to grab Dedenne or maybe another Cherish Ball. I mean, radar and Cherish Ball don't really matter. Just have another option to find the Dedenne. I'm thinking about cutting the Toad, though. I wouldn't actually mind running Solgaleo-GX in the deck. There's a lot of, there's a lot of options to play. You can also run Prisms and Rainbows and just build up for Jolteon, but we're gonna go a little straightforward. I guess like Espeon-Deoxys could be put in the deck too. That could be kind of nice. We could like play Espeon-Deoxys, but Psychic Club won't do that much damage, so it's probably better just keep it simple. I mean, the Rainbow Prism Energy could be good too if we want to go that route. I don't know. But there you go. Winning a game with this Mewtwo Honchkrow control deck, and holy cow, is it good. My opponent did not stand a chance. Even with like the fact they had an Oranguru, we prevented them from playing that down. So that's the magic of it. If only they benched that Oranguru they had in their hand. Oh, they would have won. Or they would have been able to not be locked out of the game. But we said, no, you're not going to use your Oranguru. We're punishing you for playing it. Alright, well, I actually got to go eat my dinner right now, so I'm just going to see you guys in another match. And I think in these next few games, I'm going to kind of have a consistent things. I don't want to like cut to only games I'm winning. I'll try to get a game where I'm not winning, but yeah, the next few games I get, they're not going to be, it's not going to be cut. I just got to go eat dinner, but I don't have enough time to record another game right now. Peace. But yeah, we won the game. Alright guys, we're going to keep doing some games with the deck. Really, the only thing I'm regretting maybe not having in here is that Solgaleo-GX with Turbo Strike to just build something up on the bench, especially if we end up discarding Psychics early on. So we're up against Fire. That's for sure. And this is where the Gengar, Mega Gengar is going to shine. And we do lose the coin flip, which means we are hopefully going to be able to get the unfair off. And of course, my opponent's going to make me go first. Bro, are you kidding me? That's annoying. Really annoying. I don't know what they're playing, but we'll see. And, ooh. This is a decent hand. And we did start with Seismitoad, which is pretty good. A Baton, Charizard, Laser. Of course you make me go first because you're playing a deck that matters. That's annoying. It's very annoying, but we can Quaking Punch them if we really have to. We have that option to attack with Toad, which I like. Because in a matchup like this, Water obviously is good to have. Let's see. Of course he starts with that Volk. Oh my goodness, bro. Get out of here. I'm just going to pass. Gonna let it be, and then next turn we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna go to Dedenne here. I'll Order Pad, maybe find Float Stone. We'll Ultra Ball for a Mewtwo. He is gonna play a Sigilyph GX down. There's a Battle Compressor. A little annoying that he started with that and made me go first. That's pretty frustrating because I guarantee you he wouldn't have started with that Volk otherwise. Looks like he's playing his own Mewtwo deck though. Alright, good. Because we're not really feeling what we're playing, which is nice. There's a Fall of Keys. Okay. I mean, if his hand's decently low here, why? Whatever. We still got the Dedenne. Okay, and he has how many cards in his hand? 4. So we don't have to find the red card. The Sigilyph, though, is a little annoying. Ooh, there's Mewtwo. Alright, well, Battle Compressor. Get rid of you. Ultra Ball. Then we'll get the Dedenne. I could get Shaymin too. Maybe I should have. Okay, that's good. We got the Float. I have to go Juniper here. Do I risk it? Yeah, let's just do it. Alright, we got heads. What on earth would I be looking for, though, with order pads? Getting heads. That's the main issue. They already have 4 cards in their hand. If we had the DC, I would probably get a treasure to get Lele for Mars. If I had the DC in my hand, but we don't. I don't really know what I need here. I guess we just take a red card to burn it. You never know. They might have a decent hand. Let's give them that new hand. We'll Chip-Chip Ice Axe them. Give them the... No, I don't want to give them the Fighting Fury Belt. I guess we'll give him the Volk. I don't want to give him another Pokemon, but I don't know. Alright, well, Juniper. There's a DCE. Not bad. If it's going to let us retreat, there we go. And yeah, I think we just go for the unfair. Get rid of that. Ultra Zapdos Articuno. Okay. Do we want them to have that? Not really. It doesn't really matter. It's better for them to have that than the energy in the Float Stone. Yeah, the Float Stone and the Foggies. They can go. But they get a Psych Energy, though. They're going to intercept me, so we got to be a little careful here. This is why I really want that Solgaleo, because right now we could just Solgaleo this Volcanion and knock it out, but we don't. Oh, he's actually retreating for some reason in the Sigilith. I guess because he knows his ability, but still. Now, what do we draw? Dedenne. We can't intercept him. What does Sonic Wing do? It's not for resistance. Alright, let's get a Mewtwo then. We do have a Mars. I think we're just gonna go Mars here. Play this. He's weak to Psychic. We'll give him that Weak Guard energy. We'll Lele for Mars. I mean, we can just Quaking Punch them too, honestly. I'm fine with that. I am in a Shaymin though if we don't get there. Okay. DC works, I guess. Float the active. And I think we just Quaking Punch him. I guess we can Energy Drive. We'll take 100 damage, but they're not going to be able to attack me. We got rid of that Pokemon too, which is pretty good. So they have to retreat here to save the Sigilith from getting KO'd. Let's see what they do. Nope, they're not retreating. They're actually choosing to stay in the active spot. Interesting. So we can Mars them again, which I think I will go for. We'll give him an empty hand. We get that Chip-Chip. We don't. Okay, this is fine though. We can Order Pad into it, which we do get. Chip-Chip Ice Axe. Where are you? There you are. What do we want them to draw? A Field Blower. We'll lose our Float Stones, but at this point, I think we'll be fine. I guess like if I knocked him out, Quaking Punch would have been even better. But yeah, at this point, all we need is a Psych Energy to win the game because they have no Pokemon. Once again, guys, the Mewtwo lock deck has locked the opponent out of the game. This should be game as long as we just don't whiff a Psychic Energy. We win the game because we just hit them with Tag Purge. Tag Purge also wins us the game. Yeah, they just concede. Yeah, I don't know. This deck is seeming to be really good, guys. With those games we got, the deck seems to work pretty well. I didn't even really need to like just find game after game after game. We just kind of did it with the cuts. I don't know though. This Mewtwo Honchkrow deck I'm liking. I am probably considering though making a change and adding in that Solgaleo. What would I take out though is the question. Like maybe the Alakazam. The Alakazam I guess can get it cut from the deck. I honestly haven't really used it. I do really want that Solgaleo in the deck though. Other than that, though, the control deck really did work pretty well for us. We won some games. showed off how evil this deck really is. Maybe add more supporters to the deck, maybe add more Hooligans, maybe add like 2 more Mars, I don't know, do something like that. Outside of that though, this is a pretty interesting deck, and it worked in our favor, and that is all that matters. So I think I'm gonna take that out. That Alakazam didn't really do too much. I think that this Solgaleo is too important not to have in the deck. Yeah, you know, we're gonna add this boy into the deck. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's PTCGO video, guys. A little bit of a dirty video, I know. I'm kind of a little filthy after that. But that's the power of Mewtwo Honchkrow control. I don't know. Is it a good archetype to try out and expanded? I don't know. I think it is definitely better in the expanded format than standard, because in expanded, again, we have the Hooligans, we have the red card. This deck doesn't really work in standard because you have to rely on reset stamp, so it's not as good. I feel like this in expanded is just the better way to play because of red card and Marshadow. Yeah, let's just keep abusing some of these broken hand control cards in expanded. If only Jesse and James was a thing. And maybe this deck with like reset stamp is Magius, Jesse and James Honchkrow, and in standard will be funner to try out. I don't know. Anyways, that'll wrap today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you like on the video. Subscribe down below to help on the road to reaching 6,000 subscribers. And of course, check out the sponsor Card Cavern TCG. As always, guys, use my discount code CODELDF for a discount on your purchase. And thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter down below too if you want to stay up to date with all my latest tweets. And I'll see you guys later with this Mewtwo Honchkrow deck. Bye bye.